So today's lesson is how to find the focus and directrix of a parabola. Okay. So let's give ourselves the basic idea of what the focus and directrix is. So given a parabola, and this parabola could sit anywhere, there is a point inside the parabola. It's not touching the parabola. It's almost like the center where all the parabola is looking at. And this is called the focus. And the focus is really just h comma k, and we're just going to add a p-value to it. And that p is the point a little bit away from the vertex. Okay. The directrix is a line. It's a horizontal line in this case. Okay. And this is going to be y is equal to k minus p for us. And p is that distance away . Okay. Sorry, I'm letting someone in the class. Okay. So the way this formula is set up, it's not super hard. The hard part is memorizing it. So we have this formula for parabolas. Y is equal to a x minus h squared plus k. So one fast way of writing it, the focus is going to be is h comma k plus 1 over 4a. So let's give ourselves a quick example. And if we say y is equal to 1 over 4 x squared, 1 over 4x squared, tell me my h and k for this problem. For this problem, the h would be 0 and the k would be 0. Right, that's the center of my parabola. 0, 0. We could graph this parabola one step over. Usually it would be one step up. But for this parabola, since it's times 1/4, it's a quarter of the speed. So I'm slowing down my parabola. If I take 2 steps over, what's 2 squared? 2 squared is 4. 1 over 4 is 1. So 1 step up. This parabola slowly climbs its way up. Now, how would we find the value of the focus? And if we said 1 over 4a is equal to 1 over, let's see, whoops. We know what a is, don't we? We said a was 1/4. So we just plug it in. 1 over 4 times 1 over 4. That's equal to 1 over 1. So that value is going to be 1. So essentially that's kind of, you can say, is our p-value. So the focus is going to be at 0, 1. And the directrix is just the negative of that. So it's y is equal to -1. How did I get that? We said our k value was 0 minus 1. That's how we end up with negative 1. Okay, we'll do a couple more examples of this. So the big equation that you can use, if you're looking for, is this equation here. That's a distance away from our vertex. Now, why is it looking like this? Is because our basic actually vertex parabola, another way of writing it using our focus is this: 4p y minus k is equal to x minus h squared. So this is a way for us to write the vertex of a parabola. Now, this doesn't look like our equation that we used before. The equation that we used before was y is equal to a x minus h squared plus k. Now, I want to show you some common points. We have, for instance, then we have x minus h squared, x minus h squared. We have that. We have a y, we have a k, we have a y, we have a k. It turns out these are actually the same equation. Sorry, Brittany. You needed this part again? Okay, so I'm gonna actually do something. I'm gonna solve for y. If we solve for y, we have to get rid of the 4p. So it'll be y minus k equals to 1 over 4p x minus h squared. And then if we add k to both sides, we have y is equal to 1 over 4p x minus h squared plus k. Okay. So it turns out this a value really is our 1 over 4p. So p is that value we're going to say is the distance away from our vertex. Okay, so let's go ahead and try another problem. What if I wrote something simple like y is equal to x squared? Our a value here is 1. Oh, I added k to both sides because there's nothing outside the parentheses, so we actually don't need the parentheses for this problem. And then I just added k to both sides. Just yes, is this okay? High enough?
Yeah, that's fine.